Hello dear learners, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well and you are preparing well for the DBT-JRF examination. So this is the day 21 of the free BET crash course. I hope you have watched all the previous videos and you are well benefited from all those videos. So stay tuned and hit the like button if you like my efforts and subscribe my channel if you want more. So before starting this video, my humble request to all of you is, please watch the shorts as well as the community post comprising the most important MCQ and the flashcard which is prepared with lots of efforts of mine. So my only aim is to provide a lot of content that is authentic and very much important as per the examination point of view, and that too in a very creative way. So you don't have to make lots of efforts, you just have to take screenshot or only give your few minutes to read that so that it will be retained in your mind, and it is very much important. So my only request is to please watch these shorts and the community post. So this is the first question, that is, you have to find that your protein sample loses activity, that is its biological activity, during storage. What can you do about this? So you have to mention that what are the major steps that you can take to prevent the protein from the degradation or to prevent its activity loss. So what should you do? You have to mention. First option is add an additional protein step, a protein purification step, or use a protease inhibitor during purification step, or perform each step as quickly as you can, and that too at a cold temperature. And D is all of the above mentioned option. So let's discuss the options. So the first option says that addition of an additional purification step. So this is correct. अगर हम लोग एक और additional purification step को increase कर देंगे so that जितने भी contamination है या जो denaturants हैं जो protein की activity को minimize कर रहे थे वो क्या हो जाएंगे, remove हो जाएंगे. So first option तो correct है. Now next option is use of a protease inhibitor so that the protein degradation will be reduced or prevented. So B option is also correct. And the C option is to perform each step as quickly as you can. For example, you have extracted out your protein from a sample and then you have stored it for 2-3 weeks and then you have started to measure its activity. So definitely the activity will be minimized. So what we can do is, हम जितनी जल्दी अपना टारगेट जो भी हमने ऑब्जेक्टिव्स के लिए प्रोटीन को आइसोलेट किया वो जितनी जल्दी कर लेंगे उतना ज़्यादा क्या होगा, एक्टिविटी हमें एग्जैक्ट मिलेगी, एक्टिविटी उतना ज़्यादा कम रिड्यूस होगा जितना जल्दी हम परफॉर्म करेंगे. और ऑल्सो प्रोटीन का जितना भी काम होता है वो हमेशा माइनस टेम्परेचर में होता है एंड कम टेम्परेचर में होता है. तो हम हमेशा ये कोशिश करें कि हम वो कंडीशन प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं सो दैट प्रोटीन इज़ नॉट डिग्रेडेड. तो सी ऑप्शन भी करेक्ट हो गया एंड देयरफॉर ऑप्शन डी इज करेक्ट, यानी कि सारे ही ऑप्शंस करेक्ट हैं. सो वी हैव टू फॉलो ऑल द ABC स्टेप सो दैट द प्रोटीन एक्टिविटी विल नॉट बी रिड्यूस्ड और मिनिमाइज्ड. So this is the written explanation that a protein sample might lose its activity for so many reasons, that is the proteolysis or the aggregation of the protein. So all those 3 options are correct. You can take screenshot of this explanation also. Now the second question is, which of this technique is often considered a suitable polishing step? You have to mention on the keyword, that is polishing step, in a protein purification strategy. So you have to mention that which of the following chromatography technique is regarded as the polishing step. So is it a affinity chromatography, is it ion exchange chromatography, hydrophobic interaction chromatography, that is HIC, or size exclusion chromatography? So the size exclusion chromatography, that is SEC, is regarded as the polishing step for the protein purification. So correct option is D. So I've also included the explanation. A purification strategy comprises of 3 steps, that is capture steps, intermediate purification step, and the final polishing step. So in the polishing step, SEC is used. SEC is size exclusion chromatography, which is the final step to remove the remained impurities, that is in the form of misfolded protein, and hence it is a very much suitable option for the overall purification of the protein, and it is the final stage that is performed to remove the unwanted contaminants. If you want to study about the size exclusion chromatography in very shorter period of time, that is in less than 1 minute, so you can refer my shorts. I have already uploaded one shorts related to the size exclusion chromatography, which is also known as the gel chromatography, so or the molecular sieve chromatography. So you can check it out. In less than 1 minute, you will gain the insights of the SEC. Because SEC is asked in many times, the PYQs of DBT comprises of so many questions related to the gel chromatography, that is the size exclusion chromatography. So go and watch that shorts and then you can gain insights of it. Now question third, that is what property of a protein does hydrophobic interaction chromatography, that is HIC, exploits for purification. So you have to mention that on what principle does HIC is based on. HIC is hydrophobic interaction chromatography. So is it based on the charged amino acid or hydrophobic amino acid on the protein surface, the molecular weight, or the enzyme activity? So the correct option is very much easy to find out, because as the name suggests, hydrophobic interaction chromatography. So obviously it will be based on the hydrophobic amino acid which is inside the protein surface. So correct answer is option B. So let's see what exactly is HIC. So let's see what exactly is HIC. So basically HIC is hydrophobic interaction chromatography, which is a type of chromatography which is based on the hydrophobic interaction due to the presence of hydrophobic amino acid on the surface of the proteins, and the hydrophobic amino acid residues of the protein specifically interact with the hydrophobic groups of the matrix, that is the presence of some hydrophobic group like butyl group or phenyl group. So it is based on the hydrophobic interaction in between the hydrophobic amino acid residue of the protein and the hydrophobic group of the matrix. So now let's practice another question, that is question number 4. So if it is asked that on what principle hydrophobic interaction chromatography is based on. So HIC principle can be asked in the DBT-JRF examination or as well as any other life science examination like GATE or CSIR. So the HIC principle, that is the hydrophobic interaction chromatography, which is a type of liquid chromatography which is based on the hydrophobicity of the biomolecules. So it is a very important type of chromatography which is based on the hydrophobicity of the biomolecules.